The very first time I stepped foot in my classroom at Hardin High, about 7 miles from the Crow Reservation, the very first thing that I did is remove the desks from the classroom and place in tables. I really wanted my students to be more interactive and engaged with the content, with each other, and with challenges, not only in my classroom, but in life. It's this let's do this mentality. It's harder to check out when you're a part of a team, and it's easier to inspire each other's best work. Public education is absolutely the most overlooked place for radical social transformation. Better societies start with better schools. That's why I created Unreserved, to change the game. Unreserved is a socially innovative activity that engages and empowers. Students sit in small talk circles and each bring or draw 4 pictures from their life to discuss the stories behind them. Each photo represents one of 4 themes: heritage, hurdles, happiness, and hope. The students take turns in the circle, each sharing their photos, covering one theme at a time. Then, the photos go into precise places in each student's artwork. Everyone creates at the same time.
So it really gave me a chance to ask myself who I was and what were the things that defined me in my life, and prepare that to share with complete strangers, people I never met.
A way to open up to people in a way that we hadn't done before.
So I took this picture at church camp this summer.
When it came to sharing, it was very scary, but once you got the first thing done and you guys started to open up and trust each other, it was fun because you guys started to feel comfortable.
I, for one, the people we talked to, I would have probably not talked to them unprompted. I wouldn't have gone up and introduced myself and be like, hi, what's the hardest thing you've ever experienced, You just don't do that. And
yeah.
I kind of judge people on surface level, I think. I'm oh, I don't think I'd have anything in common with them. But then I talked to people and actually got to know them, and it was awesome.
It just made you know that you weren't alone, and even though this person seemed so different from you, you guys actually shared something in common.
Unreserved is completely innovative. There's nothing else like it, but I want to give credit where it's due. Inspiration for the talk circles came from fellow teachers on the Blackfeet Nation, who taught me about their cultural importance and continue to guide the program.
I think the cultural aspect of the day was extremely important because, especially with the kids from Lewistown, they're not exposed to the cultural aspect of Native Americans. So it was just nice to be able to share our culture and have them be wow, this is so cool, and open their eyes to just a different section of the world.
This is a way to push you out of your comfort zone.
Inspiration for Unreserved also comes from sports. What's more essential to team sports than a huddle? Being the director of operations for a Division I basketball program before I began to teach, I saw how team and hands-on activities energize and engage young people, and I wanted to bring that into the school day. Sharing can be hard, and vulnerability takes courage. The photos give students more confidence to share because they aren't left alone to speak.
Because a lot of times, you only see people in the hallway or in class, and they have their own friends, and you don't know them, and you only see them on social media, posting a selfie. But then once I actually heard everything about them, you could just understand that they are more than what they appear to be, and they have a lot more inside of them, and they've gone through a lot, and they have hopes and dreams that you couldn't even imagine. They're just not comfortable enough yet to show you.
My Cheyenne Indian name is White Buffalo Woman, and it kind of represents being different and unique. And a lot of times on the reservation, people kind of fall down and they never get back up. And I kind of wanted to be different and do something with my life and help everybody kind of lift up.
It was empowering because while a lot of our world seems to be unraveling or coming apart, what you saw was students putting pieces of something together. They were playing out the idea that they are the designers of their life.
The best part, I think, was afterwards when all the pictures were displayed, that you could just look and see a story of someone's life in this piece of art, and the most important things in their life.
Students can even use the art format as a platform to advocate for their community and the change they want to see.
Like, I want to get out there and tell, how should I say, like, our story, you know?
My hope is someday that there'd be no more meth abuse on the reservation. That one day that we'll all come together and help and get rid of this problem.
No matter what, the power lies in the youth.
Unreserved facilitates social transformation by giving students creative outlets to move their pain and hope into a shared supportive experience that's captured in a communal scrapbook.
I would totally do this again with other people. Getting a chance to talk to strangers about things that you might not even have told like your closest friends. It's like transformative. If more people had access to it, I feel like it would build our connections to each other in ways that are really awesome.
Unreserved brings results. Schools are left with a product to display that shows the collective and that each life is unique. Every single student speaks, and at least 4 times. This might not happen for some students in a month or more. Leading Courage researcher Brené Brown shares, "Art will save us. Art moves interest and passion through us and engages us with the world. We become unstuck. We mobilize. We inspire. We share. We work. Art is the form of our greatest thinking and feeling." The project makes us look, listen, and love better.
When we love anything, it becomes better. When we love places, they become better. And when we love people, they become better.